Welcome to day 2 of my trip in Berlin, and this morning is the press conference of ITB. So I'm off there this morning. I think it starts around 10 o'clock or so, and I have accreditation, so I should be all right to get in the door. I've just phoned them and just made sure that the accreditation that I've got actually works for the press conference, and it does. So I'm going off and I'm going to do a bit of editorial photography this morning, and also it lasts I think until 1 o'clock. So after that I'm going to have a look around Berlin, as I really know nothing about this city at all. I haven't done hardly any research, although I've got some help from some organisations within the city itself. So I'll be doing a couple of places this morning. I've just emailed somebody because I'm having a couple of problems actually getting a particular place, very iconic view, but we shall see how that pans out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will actually work. So let's stop this now and let's get on and get from here to the press conference and see what we can get over there. So the press conference is over, and I'm just taking just a little bit of 5-minute sit down just to rest a little bit, because carrying my rucksack around me when it's got my laptop in it adds to the amount of weight that I'm having to carry on my back, and it's quite tiring doing travelling and then and working as well at the same time. It's the side you don't really see. People obviously think we're just out here taking pretty pictures, but it is obviously work. So in that press conference, I was using my Canon 6D with a 100 to 400mm lens with the image stabilisation turned on, and getting in close to people's faces when they're talking on the panel. And once that's finished, I then get the images into Lightroom and then process them and then send them off to a newswire. So I've got a choice of either the Alamy newswire or the Rex Features newswires, and at the moment I'm seem to be hedging my bets towards the Rex Features. It's no animosity at all against Alamy. Alamy are very good, but at the moment I just want to get them off, get them keyword and captioned, and then not have to go into the back end, which is what you do with Alamy, and then start saying how many people are in there, and do you have model releases and all this kind of stuff. So at the moment I'm just sending them off to Rex Features, so I can just get them off and bang, off they go. So I know from looking at the Rex Features live feed that about half an hour after I sent them off or so, they were up on the internet and ready for sale, which is great. So that's this morning in Berlin. What's happening this afternoon, I don't know just yet. What I am going to do is go back to my hotel and drop off my a couple of things at the hotel, and then I'm going to go off and have a look around Berlin, because as I explained yesterday, I've never been to Berlin. I have really no idea what's here apart from some of the big hitters such as the Brandenburg Gate, and then obviously there's the town hall with the dome and all this kind of thing. And then also going to see if I can talk to a few people that might have different views of the city and see if I can get some things, as I'm still working on a particular view, a particular famous view. I haven't really had a straight answer from there yet, but we shall see how that goes. So that's day 2, the morning in Berlin. Okay, so it's the end of my second day in Berlin, and I went out this afternoon and I was hoping to be able to do something. When I stepped outside of the front door of the hotel, it was raining. So yesterday I saw the Sony Centre was near one of the main squares, so I decided to go there. And I went there because I wanted to do some of the architecture. And also the nice thing was it was actually quite enclosed, so I was able to get some shots. Even though it was raining and there was some water seeping through the ceiling, I was able to get some shots and play about with the fantastic ceiling that's there at the Sony Centre. I was going to film there, but if you like watching my vlogs, you'll know that I never really like filming in the middle of a city, just because of all the stuff that I'm having to carry around and trying to keep an eye on that and trying to vlog. It's just not the easiest thing at all. So I am going to show you some of the images that I did do at the end of my second day after I've finished yakking on. So what's coming up next? Well, tomorrow it's the what's the date tomorrow? It's the 7th of March tomorrow, and that's when there is the official first day of the ITB exhibition, the ITB conference here in Berlin. So I will be going there first thing in the morning. So I should get up early and then have breakfast, and then I'd like to get there before everybody else arrives, just because I know that the transport system tomorrow is going to be absolutely crazy with people trying to get there. If you probably, well, you couldn't have really seen in the segment I filmed earlier, but the ITB, where ITB is actually a huge area. It's absolutely massive, and I believe they actually put buses on to get you to certain parts of the exhibition space, because it is just that big. So tomorrow morning I'll be doing that, and I'll be there for probably most of the day. And will I get any photography done? I might do, I don't know. The main reason that I'm here is for the ITB conference, so there's a few things going on as well. So I'll be talking to people, getting ideas about some destinations that I could go to, and maybe run tours and workshops too with a fellow photographer. And also seeing if I can pick up some business, see if people are interested in the work that I do. So that's what's going on tomorrow. So that's it for day 2 in Berlin. Day 3 is pretty much going to be probably hardly any photography. As I said, I just don't think I'm going to get the time to do it. I know that on Thursday I'm definitely not going to get the time to do it. I've got some meetings on Thursday, but until tomorrow, see you tomorrow.